Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you guys how I did my high braided ponytail. There's two ways I did it. This way, I'll show you the first way, and then the second way I'll show you the second way when I show you guys the video for my low braided ponytail. However, let's get into this one. So for my high ponytails, even if I don't do a braided ponytail, I always split my hair in half just because I am a fan of super slick ponytails. My ponytail has to be snatched. So this ensures that I get the slickness that I want. If it's divided in half, it makes it smoother, more easier to manage, especially if you have lots of thick hair. It just makes it easier to put it in the ponytail. Here you're just gonna see me making sure that my part is straight. I really want to make sure my part is straight for this particular ponytail because I'm gonna add a braid in the back just so that my ponytail isn't boring or anything. Just spice it up a little bit. If you add the braid in the back like I did, just take your time with the parts and looking in the mirror. You really want to make sure that that part is straight because that's going to be like the designing aspect in your ponytail. Like it's going to stand out. So make sure the part is straight so the braid will look neat. And if not, you don't have to do the braid. It's just what I did. Okay, so my braid is done. Now I can get into slicking my ponytail up. So I always try to slick the front of my ponytail first, just so I can determine the position of my ponytail and the height of where I want the high ponytail to be. Then I'll go into slicking the back. I'm using the Shine and Jam gel that I showed you guys while I was doing my braid. It worked for me. I've heard that a lot of people, it doesn't work for them, but if you're using it while your hair is curly in its natural state, it probably won't work. You'll probably want to use like an eco styling gel or something like that, extreme gel. But for me, I always blow, well, not always, most of the time I blow dry my hair before my slick ponytails, and that's probably why it usually works for me, because your hair is not as coarse and curly in that state. Y'all know the struggle when you finally get your ponytail as slick as you want it to be, and then bam, the freaking hairband pops. Like, I was so over in that moment. Like, I was just so happy because I thought I was gonna be done. Then I had to go redo it. But buy just the whole pack. Yo, like, I was so mad. Anywho, finally got it. So now I'm just brushing out my baby hairs because I'm going to do my baby hairs. I love a ponytail with my baby hairs, and so does Simeon. So he never lets me not do my baby hairs. So make sure I brush those out, leave those out, and they don't get as slick down with the rest of my ponytail as it sets. And I move on to the braided portion. So now I'm just going to braid or twist my hair and then wrap it around really tight so that way it's as small as possible. This is a way that you do it so that way all of your hair is protected. Like I said, there's two ways to do it, and I'll show you guys the second way to do it when I do my low braided ponytail. But this way is so that way all of your hair is protected, none of it is out. It's all covered by the weave, the braiding hair that you're going to use to do your braided ponytail. So now I'm taking my braiding hair. I got the pack that has the 3 bundles in each pack, and I'm going to use 2 of the ponytail bundles at the top so my braid can look full. Since I'm not adding my hair into this braid, I'm going to make sure that the braid still looks full and not super small. So I'm going to take 2 packs, 2 bundles first, put it on my hair as a regular ponytail, and then take a small piece of hair and wrap it around my ponytail that's the small little bun, so that way you won't see it. And you can just manipulate the braiding hair that's going to be left out to do the braid. Manipulate that around your little bun, just so that way you don't see the bun as well. But you're going to braid around that bun, if that makes sense. But I'll show you guys what I do. Okay, so I braided my hair, braided it down enough, but I'm not going to just braid it to the end because I am going to feed in some more hair. So I'm going to take that last bundle and divide it into separate pieces and start feeding it into where my braid starts getting smaller. I don't really know how to explain how to feed in because honestly it's just like braiding. So if you know how to braid, you'll be able to feed in. But I would just recommend watching some YouTube videos on how to feed in because that's not my specialty to teach that, because I don't even know how I do it. I just braid it in. But I am feeding it in because I do want a longer braid, even though after I got done with this one, I was like, dang, I want it even longer. But anywho, I made my braid longer by feeding it in. I'm adding a rubber band at the end, even though I did dip my braid later. However, I'm adding a rubber band at the end just because I tend to braid really tight, and so I want to go in and pull apart some of the braids so that way it doesn't look as tight and have so much tension, but it looks like a false braid essentially. Like, false braids don't look super tight. I mean, they still are gonna look tight, but I wanted it to just be a little looser than how tight I braided it. So I went in and just pulled apart and stretched out the braid a little bit, and then I'll go back and dip it once I'm happy with the final look. And here I'm just adding bobby pins to the top just to make sure that that hair doesn't separate over time and reveal my hair that is under that braiding hair. So I'm just going in and securing the wraparound and securing the braid to the little bun that's under there. Okay, y'all, my hair looks cute. Now it's time to do these edges. First off, let me just tell y'all about this edge control. This edge control is the best edge control I have ever used. One, is black owned, so that should already take your money. Two, the girl is from my hometown. She's from Dayton, Ohio. And basically with these edges, with this edge control, when you put it on your edges, you're supposed to rub it in until it's dry, and then when it's dry, your edges does not move. And she does this rub test that she's famous for, where you rub against your edges and they literally don't move. They don't separate or anything. And y'all, I am bragging about this edge control because it's literally the only thing that has worked for me down here in Texas. Like, y'all know it's so hot, and once once you get to a certain heat, you start to sweat, you sweat your edges out, you sweat your hair out. But down here, my edges stay complete the whole day. Like, it's amazing. I love this stuff. I would totally recommend. It's not super expensive. So definitely go check her out. I'll definitely put the name and website in my description box below. All right, y'all, so my hair is done. I'm super satisfied with how it came out. I'm just going to add some bedazzled clips in my braid, just so that way, it gives it a little fun, a little more extra oomph to the braid. But yeah, this is how I do the first braided ponytail, and I really hope y'all like it. Hope y'all learned a lot. If y'all have any questions of course, you know where to hit me at in the comments below. And if you've gotten through this whole video and you haven't subscribed, what are you really doing? Like, you know you want to be a part of my hood, so just come on over here, subscribe to my channel, and if it's really real, you'll hit that bell. So thank you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.